for checking them soon. Check it out. Now, listen, man. I hate doing these type of stories because I actually think this guy he's pretty chill, man. He seems pretty cool, and he seems like pretty much a regular 19-year-old. Now, Lil Yachty, okay, he's been in the news recently for a lot of things, including Soulja Boy starting a fake beef with him. He was not included in that. But now recently he's back in the news for something that he may not want to be. Now, he was doing an interview with Pitchfork and they say, yo, what do you think about Biggie? Now, it was like a segment of a Pitchfork interview where it was kind of like overrated or underrated, so he had to pick one. He said Biggie, in his opinion, was overrated. Now, you guys can watch the whole clip because that's pretty much exactly what he said, but you guys can go watch the whole clip, latenightcreeps.com. It's there, all right? Now, a lot of people are offended by this because they're like, yo, wow, how dare this guy say Biggie is overrated? Now, a lot of people are also taking this to say, whoa, how could you say Biggie is overrated when you are not as good as Biggie, right? Now, a lot of other people are saying, wow, how come you don't have any type of respect? Now, me, I understand that Lil Yachty's a 19-year-old. I understand that he doesn't know too much about Biggie. I understand that he also admitted previously that he hasn't listened to too much Biggie. So maybe in his opinion, he feels Biggie is overrated. However, and I did tweet a couple things to him because, I mean, I've tried to give him advice in the past. Just like, yo, listen, man. There's certain things in hip hop that are sacred, just like everything else, okay? And I actually related to the Black Lives Matter movement, which I maybe should have not, but pretty much it's kind of like hearing someone say all lives matter when you know everybody's gonna jump on you because right now we're caring about Black Lives Matter, okay? Right now, nobody gives a fuck about you trying to say that Biggie's overrated. These guys are legends. They're pillars of what hip-hop has turned into. Even you, okay? They're pillars of this hip-hop shit. These guys are legends. They're icons. They're deceased, unfortunately. And anything you say that denigrates their legacy or denigrates a thought of them in the minds of their fans, you're going to get a lot of backlash. Now, he wasn't so apologetic when he addressed it on social media because he said, yo, I'm sorry, but I refuse to lie. If I don't listen to Biggie or think he's as big as everybody else, why is that a problem? LOL, who cares, bro? Now, let me just stop at that comment, all right? Now, if you don't listen to him a lot, you shouldn't make that comment that he's overrated. This is why. When I say somebody's overrated, it's because I have listened to their content enough where I feel people like them too much or people rate them too much. Now, if you haven't listened to Biggie, how do you know he's really overrated? You should just say, I just haven't listened to Biggie. But when you try to give a qualification or you trying to give a rating or a ranking on Biggie without listening to a majority of his works, it seemed like, yo, you don't know what you're talking about. Now let's continue with his tweets. He says, I speak my mind. I might be the only new age artist speaking his mind. You are absolutely correct. You're one of the only people really speaking your mind, at least when it comes to that. However, whoever running PR for you, it got to be an absolute nightmare, man. Because when you make these comments again, it puts you in a position where people hate you. And you're a likable guy, so I don't think that's a position you need to be in. Now let's continue. Now he says, niggas mad at me for having an opinion. Catch a grip and relax. You'll be okay. I promise the world will still spin. That's what he meant, okay? Now we continue by saying, if you feel like I disrespected Biggie, I don't know what to tell you. Because I didn't. I didn't say he was bad or even that he wasn't a legend. Now, this is a tweet I actually disagree with, Yachty. You know what you meant, bro. Like, everybody rate Biggie as a top 3 hip-hop artist. When you say somebody's overrated, let's talk basketball for a second. If I say Michael Jordan's overrated, I'm basically saying he ain't number 1. When you say somebody who's ranked at the top of what they do is overrated, you're saying that you don't believe they should be ranked that high. If Biggie ain't top 3, who is? So people will get offended. So even though you're saying that you didn't disrespect him, people feel you disrespected him by not acknowledging that he's one of the top guys doing it. Okay? Now, let's continue. He says, I said I felt he was overrated for the simple fact that if I would have said he was underrated, it would have still made the blogs. Yes, it would have still made the blogs, but of course, one would have probably got you love, the other would probably got you a lot of hate, which it is now. Again, you don't gotta lie. However, the way you said it, or even you just answering that question, you saying Biggie's overrated, it's kind of like saying Jordan's overrated. What? Now, he continued, and this is where shit about to go left. He says, because you old Timberland boot wearers, no, I don't listen to him. So then you would have called me out for lying on calling him underrated, right? And then he said, or maybe I should have said no comment, right? And said nothing, laughing my ass off, fuck out of here. Now, me and him, we went back and forth for a little while, just because I wanted to kind of like let him know that, yo, listen, man, even though your opinion is fine because that's what you feel and you don't know that much about him, even though I think you should be a little bit more educated before you put those opinions out there, you have to also understand that people hold and revere Biggie at a high level, and when he is denigrated or spoken upon in a certain type of manner, people will get mad. All right? So that's just what it is, man. And I think Yachty, when he does this, man, I feel like he gets so much unnecessary hate, and he gets a lot of people just turned off from his music. Now we got to think about what's going to happen when he go to New York, because everybody in New York, they love Biggie. What's going to be what? Now a lot of people, and even though he tried to clarify that he ain't disrespect Biggie, people going to take it as disrespect. They're going to take it as disrespect, all right? So I'm just hoping, man, Yachty, I know you're new to this, man. I like your music. The crazy thing is I listen to Yachty, I listen to Biggie. Sometimes I listen to Biggie and Yachty within the same hour. It's music to me, okay? Now, both of them, they're good at different things. Of course we're not talking about bars because Biggie's on a completely different level, right? But of course, yo, Yachty got some melodies sometimes. Like, I call what he does lullaby rap. I be down with that shit at times. So I can enjoy both. I just don't like where this usually turns into or where this goes. And I'm going to see it in the comment box now. We're going to see older hip-hop fans fighting newer hip-hop fans. Or people who like the 90s and 2000s are going to fight the people who like the new rappers, who maybe mumble rappers and so forth. It's going to be a fight. It can't be like, oh, we both could coexist. And I think we both could coexist in hip-hop, whether you're an older fan or whether you're a fan of the newer rappers. All right? I don't think it has to be a us versus them. And also we have to realize on both sides there got to be some respect. You got to understand that when niggas think that this guy is the GOAT, unless you really listen to him, don't talk about him not being the GOAT, right? Unless you have another person that you're going to say, oh, this is the GOAT. And that's just what it is, all right? Get in the comments, you guys like. I want to hear you guys have a good discussion about this. I'm about to read it. I might hop in. All right, but let's not just fight about who's trash, who's good. Let's see if you guys can have a constructive conversation about what he's saying. All right, keep in mind, he's 19. Get in the comments, you guys like, definitely subscribe to your boy Akademiks. I'm out.